Howdy, howdy. How you guys doing? Well, it's been a busy week. Eli Glick came from Medina County, Ohio, and helped make our hay. We got 1,280 bales belled up. Dave, who's getting off? All right. It's been a pretty nice warm, drying weather for hay. Excuse me. David, what are you doing? David says hi. Douglas. Hi, Douglas. Or I should say Brett. Yeah, it finally seems like it's summer, not so cool as it was. We had a thunderstorm right after we got done, so thankfully we didn't get much. We got a little sprinkling at the very end. But otherwise, had good drying weather. All right, I'm gonna stand and walk over a bit over here. So anybody got any subjects they want to talk about? Yeah, thankfully Eli's safe, and he was kind of not wanting me to talk too much about it, so we'll just leave it at that. I'll talk to you later, Brett, about that. It was yeah, so we had a surprise yesterday. I come out to the barn. My birthday was Thursday. Come out to the barn, and then Friday was a second calf. So she had on Thursday she had one calf, and Friday she had another calf. So she had two bull calves. Howdy, how you doing, Drake and Cara? So now we have two baby bull calves. I've never seen that happen before, where one was born one day and one another. I'm not sure the one calf's missing. I don't know where she went. Let's see. I'll probably have to walk out in the woods and find that calf eventually. I think it's hiding in the woods. I don't see it out here. Goats are out there, some of them. Whoa, can't see the screen. Well, anybody got anything subject they want to talk about? Just say it. We'll kind of. I've been so busy this week. I kind of does she? Not sure. I think this is the first time. It's too dark. You can't see the baby pigs. Yeah, sorry for that. I was hoping to show you the pigs, but can't see them. She had a calf before, and I had another cow. It was related to her. It was her sister. It actually had a baby, and the second one died inside of her, and she died. I had her. The Amish were milking her at the time. I was down in Missouri, and they had the cow over by them, and I guess they hadn't realized there was a second calf in her, and it died. So that one had twins too. So I don't know. Does it run in the family? What are you doing with the baby goat, David? Hey, Johnny Anna, get off the massa. I think I only had one cow before I had twins, and it was a girl and a boy, a girl and boy. And they say sometimes that's not a good thing, but the Amish would always say that sometimes when the girls and boys were born together, then that the girls would not bear any calves. But I'm not sure too much. I don't know too much about that subject other than. Hey, David, sashay the guest, please. Yeah, these are not identical twins. The one's almost black. I posted a short of the both of them this morning. think the one took off for the woods again. Anna, please get that mouse, please. She's over playing in the water. You can tell she's like, oh, Dad saw me in the water. Anna, what are you doing? Well, so if anybody needs a Holstein bull, let me know and I'll keep them. I'll keep them a bull. They look pretty decent looking cows, though. Hey, Anna, no water off ladder, please. Okay. Why can't I see the baby in there? Oh, here we go. Sorry. This is the one we're feeding with a bottle. She's kind of friendly. Yeah, for some reason, the mom never did accept this one. She only took the one baby and rejected this one. But she's doing well. I found out the hard way years ago that you can't feed baby goats cow's milk till they're a little older or they die. This one, we're giving her cow's milk now. She's old enough. Hey, Lee's Arkansas Bound is here. Haven't seen you guys for a while. How's it going in Arkansas? My brother sent a message that Texas is so dry they had some of the cracks in the ground are 24 inches deep and big enough for a baby to fall into. It's so dry down in Texas right now. They got a pretty heavy drought down there. The weather here, I'd say, has been reasonable well. It hasn't been that dry. Hot. Mom roofed the on the go. Yeah, Mom. She saw she's in the water. She just got cold. Well, so anybody got any news that they want to talk about? Potatoes seem to be doing real well. Yeah, we had a surprise. It's probably headed south then. Most likely, if they're dry in Texas again, it's gonna keep the hay price up. Yeah, so we had a I'm trying to think which day it was. Was it Monday? My hay rake had broken down. Let's see, 92 this afternoon, Arkansas. All right. So my hay rake had broken down, and we had gone over and borrowed Joe Miller's hay rake. Took it with my wife driving the van, took it out to the field, made a couple rounds, and I smelled smoke. And I told her just need to check this, see if there's something burning. So I opened the hood, and the underneath where the exhaust goes out of the engine, down by the transmission, the whole thing was on fire. And I was like, oh no. I told them to get out of the van, all the kids and her, and they got out. I grabbed the fire extinguisher. And I went to spray. I popped the hood, went to go open it, and I dropped it, so I had to go back, pop it again. By the time I opened the hood up, the fire was burning all the way across the top of the engine. The whole block was on fire, and all around the edges. And I made a pass of the fire extinguisher and sprayed down in the bottom, and my fire extinguisher was out. But the fire was out, except on the edges around the plastic. And we had a gallon of water. I took and put that out. And thankfully, it didn't damage any wiring or anything in the vehicle, but you can see it turned a few things black, and it was probably seconds away from causing some serious damage and possibly unable to put out. That was a scary scary thing. I'll tell you. Come that close to burning the van down. It was like, whoa. I said I advise everybody to have a fire extinguisher in your vehicle. So we hadn't had the fire extinguisher. I don't think that we would have got it out. So very thankful we didn't burn the van. No, the van's driving. It's okay. I mean, we don't drive it a whole lot. I don't drive anymore. She drives it, so it's all right. But you can see the plastic on the lining inside the engine melted a bit. And some of the felt was burning. And I don't really think, like I couldn't see anything else that was damaged very badly. I mean, it started to melt some wires, but none of the wires actually got melted through. So it wasn't burning that long. I mean, it was like, I don't say 15, 20 seconds from the time that I had first opened it to the time I got it out, but that was still very, very fast spread. I mean, it gone from down underneath by the tranny all the way up over the motor block in about 10 seconds, 10, 15 seconds. I think the oil caught on fire. The oil in the engine, I suppose. Dust. My, that van doesn't ride very high above the fill, and I think probably what happened is we hit some hay probably, and it got caught on the exhaust and lit, and then it spread to the oil and gone, taken off. And that was a close one. That smell of burning plastic, I'm not very fond of it. Or burning oil. So. Huh? Well, here we got onions for seed. What's going on, Anna? You aren't supposed to be going in there anyhow. Oh, we've got one cabbage plant left that's growing seed. That's the only one that made it so far. The rest of them, I think the cats like to play in here, and they knocked the rest of them over. Thankfully, I staked that one. I staked that one too, but they still broke it down. So we got one plant that made it. No, Anna, you can't go in there, please. These potatoes are really doing well. You see, they're up as higher than my waist in some spots. Yep. Ah. Potato bug. What's that? Yeah, them potato bugs. We did keep picking them up every once in a while. Yes, Anna. I'll show you guys the hay. Hey, Pete. We got all the hay in. Well, but a lot of it's on one side. We've got some on the other side here. I'll show you in just a bit. Let's see here. Got it stacked up the roof there. Lighting's not good, sorry. And that one side of the barn's completely full. Goes up all the way. There's a spot there, not full, but the rest of it's full. And this side we got that side stacked all up. Yeah, it's really nice hay. We had this here's got a little more trefoil in it. Hey, look there. A lot of timothy. We had a really nice timothy crop this year.
Timmy, you like to give her?
No, this is the pony.
You like the pony?
No, option pony give her. Okay.
You want me to the pony?
Yeah, it's good and dry now. Well, I was thinking, I never showed you guys the sweet corn much because it's kind of embarrassing. Didn't do too well in the sand for some reason. I'm not really quite sure the reason why. We had the, I thought it would do good in the sand, so I planted it up here on the, planted the sweet corn up here on the barn side, but anywhere the sand it was sandy, it really didn't grow that well. But wherever the sand mixed with the clay, you can see the difference. It really took off on this side where the clay is, and then the back where this clay. Where the sandy part is, it just didn't grow well. Had a kind of sparse germination rate, but this seed got burned. It had gone through the fire, so I think a lot of the seed might have overheated slightly. I gotta do some weeding out here, it looks like. We're getting tassels. Over there, looks like we got some already. I'll tell you, weeds can grow fast. These are nasturtiums. They are really flowering now. These flowers, they make some spicy eating. Yeah, this spring we had a dry spring and it was cold, and I thought this section was pretty wet. The potatoes on this side are in sand too, and you can see this one section here didn't do too well, or it was really sandy. But the rest of the potato field, they all did really good. These are all red potatoes. I suppose, don't know if we have any potatoes yet. I suppose a little early for potatoes, but we'll see. We got some red going. Little one. I was real thankful to Eli's help getting that hay in, because I tried to find farmers up here to do it, and no, everybody was too busy. And Walter Dunback mowed it. Eli belled it. You know, I don't understand. This is the second year or third year now. We have these big Brussels sprout plants, and there's not a single Brussels sprout on them. And a lot of times it seems like they just grow real nice plants and they don't seem to get any little sprouts. And I don't know why. I mean, they look beautiful. They just ain't getting no babies. And then they usually get them towards the end of fall when it's almost too late. Cabbages starting to get heads. I see a little worm damage on here, but it's not that horrible, really. Lettuce is shooting seeds, going to seed. Basil, some bugs have been chewing on it. Don't see no bugs on it though. This here's white potatoes, or I think I make some yellow. I should say yellow, probably more yellow than white. This side did pretty good. The other side, we had to kill thousands of potato bugs. Sweet corn up in western New York. Lamb's quarters. Yes, I do have lamb's quarters. Here's a plant right here. Right here's one. I try to pick them out because if you leave one plant, the next year I'll have thousands of them. They have a tendency, if they seed back in, then they will have so many babies, it gives a lot more weeding. So it's kind of in my best interest to get them out. I know a lot of people eat them, but I'll tell you, they sure can make a lot of seeds when you got to keep that in mind when you let them go to seed, that every plant that goes to seed is going to be thousands more next year. These ones are getting little buds. Yeah, People say I actually never ate. I mean, I've chewed on a little bit, but I just yep. This Chinese cabbage. Oh boy, that one's got some worm damage on it. Yeah, I gotta mix up some sugar water. It looks like. Yeah, a little worm in there. Yep. Huh?
The baby bull.
Belly baby bull.
It's in so smithy.
Ja, de ene is trouwens een bush, geloof ik. Give me zo.
Met Ursula.
Oh ja, hij is. Hey Devin, have the screw battle, please. Sorry guys for moving around so much. So, hey, have you ever tried cooking that lamb's quarters? Like spinach? Yes, Anna. Yes. Yeah. All right. All right, come go. They want to show me something. I'm not quite sure what it is. We'll find out. Oh, here's where the other calf is. I wondered where it was. It must have come out of the barn and come into here in this old pig pen. Get out of here. Come on. Whoa. Gotta get it back in, David. Mark it out, David. Come on. Come on. Oh, sorry guys. We gotta move this little bull back to his mom. Okay. Come on. Don't knock it out, please. Come on. Yep. Nope. Boy, this little calf's taking a long way to get in the barn. Come on. Come on. Watch it. Get in there. Come on, Ursula, still. Come on. Come on. Oh my, you're in the sitting in the mud. Watch it, easy. Don't run over the baby. Ah. Sometimes them horses, they aren't very careful around baby calves. You get that calf back up by its mother. Come on. Come on. Get up there. Yeah, sorry for this. I'm trying to. This little calf doesn't seem to know where it's going yet. My. This calf is just, I think it's a little confused where his mom is. This is the one that was born second. It seems like he doesn't quite know where his mom is. He'd be about a day younger than the other one. Okay, there we go. Go to your mom, please. Come on. Oh, I'll be around. Yeah, she found the teat. Or he found the teat, I should say. Boy, I gotta get some hay in here. She's laying in that muddy spot. Oh, I dug it up.
There, John, come on.
Yeah, so you said lamb's quarters, poke, cressy greens mixed together. Oh, you got the potato? Oops, sorry guys. I didn't mean to turn that around. Here, come on.
Highlighting your dirty feet.
My dirty feet.
Give me.
Hey, go. Stop.
All right, so we got baby goats. Yeah, hopefully. And we got a strange bull. He always bought into horses. I don't know about that bull. He's seems to always be following after and bothering the horses. It's like he's chewing on them, licking them. He's a little over a year old now. He'll be 2. David, do some of that. Oh, sorry guys, I'll turn the bar on. David just pulled a potato plant. It's a little too early for that. Yeah, it looks like there's a little misty clouds in the sky. Way high up there. I see one plane went through. Well, oh, sorry guys, I turned that button around again. Didn't mean to do that. I was trying to show you the clouds. You can look at my nose. Yeah. I didn't think my nose was that people don't want to see that. And at night. Snip me out the flowers of my potato plants. I wonder what that'd be. Not many things eat potato plants. You've got potato bugs to do, but most stuff don't eat the potato plants alone. They don't. Got goats. They don't eat the potato plants. Horses don't eat the potato plants. The cows don't. They must recognize them as being poisonous, because they seem to be quite. We had these potato plants out here with no fence or nothing, and they don't. None of the animals bothered them. Didn't touch them. Now I've seen them. There's a tomato plant here. Oh, a game camera. Sometimes the animals will pick on tomatoes, you know, but not potatoes. It's interesting how deer. And that's one thing, we've never had deer bother here. Thankfully. I mean, I'm glad they aren't here, because that's one more thing to worry about. Look at this little potato she's got. Showing the potato. See it? There you go. She's got a tiny little potato. They grown better? Where's your little potato? Mm-hmm. Well, thank you for the coffee. Well, look at that little tiny one she's got. Look how small it is.
Mighty tiny potato, Anna.
Yeah, she collected a mighty little tiny potato there. I'm not sure how much eating that would make, but whoops.
That might get stuck in a cavity if you got a big enough hole.
That was a little tiny potato. Yeah, I don't think the potatoes, they probably won't be ready for a month or two. So I'm thinking about it. So we planted the 1st of June. So in about, what, 5 weeks? They're already this far along. They're growing pretty quick. If you want, you can. So you're you said the on the lamb's quarters, cress. I've eaten cress before. And I tried polk. I wasn't very fond of it, but yeah, this patch is doing really good. I think we had a lot. Seemingly, I need to go back to weeding a bit again because I weeded this patch 3 times. And let's say I missed a few, but last year I hadn't got it weeded and it didn't do very well. And this year I tried to keep it weeded and it sure do a lot better when they're weeded. The beets are really growing. I suspect at this point the beans are probably bearing too. The oats are heading out. There's our oats down there. We had some pretty chilly weather at the beginning of the week, 6 during the day and 4 at night. Yeah, fall's coming. You can tell here it's cooling off again. But we had the best haying week, the week we cut our hay, that we've ever had this summer. I mean, no rain pretty much at all. And I think my garlic's getting ready to harvest. It's turning yellow. So probably not too long from now, we'll start harvesting garlic again. I suspect, if any of you guys have you guys ever seen beet seeds? This is a beet plant. It's gone to seed. It's a Detroit dark red beet. The seeds, they form all along the flower. They flower here, and as they flower, they just keep bearing seeds. And as they get longer and longer, they keep flowering on top, seeds on the bottom. Kind of interesting plant. And obviously the ones over there are carrots. Well, there's a rutabaga. It's got primrose here. Primrose plants. I don't know what this one is. We had a plant over here. Let me see if I can find it. It's one of the most poisonous plants. If I can find it, the root. Oh, well, there it is right here. This plant right here, they say the root's deadly poisonous. And I forget the name of it. Does anybody know the name of this plant? The flowers are all flowered out already. Well, no, there's a couple buds on there. They start open. That's how the leaves look. I've been told it's really poisonous. If anybody knows the name, let me know. This here is Himalayan balsam. Look at all them aphids on there. The ants are taking care of them. Yeah, those ants, ants usually aren't your friend in the garden. They like to bring aphids on your plants, and then they milk them aphids for the sweet that comes out of them. And believe I always had to fight that. Ants putting aphids on the plants. You have a nice stand of plants, ants will come in, put aphids on them, and then next thing you know, you got aphids. Here's a little Hackney pony. Eli brought him up from Ohio. Yeah, he got put in here because he was being bad. He was fighting with my Belgian. Well, he didn't hurt the Belgian. He just get him angry, and my Belgian was knocking the fence down. Two studs don't seem to get along too well a lot of times. I had to fix fence. They broke 3 wires off, broke a pole, and broke the gate. So he seemed to be really good at inciting my horse to get angry. But the wet weather we had, best one I've seen, bumper crop of carpenter ants. Boy, carpenter ants. We don't have very many of them here, which I think this is probably the only place I've lived where I haven't seen lots of ants. Belize, there were so many of them, it was like they were just a serious nuisance in the garden and seed and the wood and everything. But here, I guess it gets cold enough. The ant population stays relatively low. The Missouri had a lot more ants than we have here. I suppose, like the ants I saw in that Himalayan balsam, I don't even know what kind they are. I've never looked into that. I remember you guys have fire ants down in Arkansas. Lee's Arkansas bound. How about you in Virginia? Do you have fire ants there? I think fire ants are some of the meanest ants I've ever seen. Japanese beetles. I heard some people are in Missouri. Lee's Arkansas bound got fire ants. I mean, you guys are enough heat they can make it there. Those ants are mean. I tell you, one day I was out chopping some brush with my machete, and I was tired, so I sat down. It was kind of rainy and wet, so I sat down in this nice looking high spot. I didn't pay much attention until I had sat down and been there about 10 seconds. The next thing I knew, I had about 1,000 ants on me, stinging me. Boy, do those things hurt. They are very painful. I watch them. It's not the bite that hurts, it's that sting that hurts you. They bite you and then they bend their back end around and sting you. They got a stinger like a wasp. Got something not bad in the gardens. They've been mostly in trouble with the grapes. Japanese beetles. Yeah, I've never seen a Japanese beetle up here. I kind of wonder if we're a little far north for that. I know Missouri's got them. They bite you hours later if you go back to where they are. Yeah. Yeah, those fire ants, I'll tell you, I used to take boiling water and pour it on the nests. And then I used Solban, which was a chemical, to treat the weevy ant nests. We had leaf cutting ants that would cut anything that a person likes, they would cut. So trees, flowers, herbs, plants, anything that was good and edible, they pretty much cut the leaves off everything. And they would just make a little trail of your garden, and you'd wake up one morning, look out the window, and the whole garden would be cut off. Yeah, those ants were extremely destructive. Now, I usually had to treat them about once a month to keep the nests from blowing up. They had the nests, some of those nests were big. The queens were, I'd say the queens were sometimes 1.25 inches long, 1.5 inches. And the worker ants, the worker ants were smaller, but they had these soldier ants that had big old heads. Some of them could be almost 3/4 inch long. I mean, they varied in size, but they were nasty ants. And surprisingly, how far they could travel. I mean, you'd think you killed all the nests in a certain area and you're safe. Well, then, what'd I treat them with? You mean the fire ants or the weevy ants? Fire ants I treated with hot water. I tried to pour hot water in their nests, or sometimes kerosene or diesel, and burn them. But no, the fire ants were easier to get rid of than the weevy ants. Weevy ants, they had their nests were so deep in the ground. I dug down one time trying to see how deep they went, and I was down 3 feet, and I was still wasn't hitting the bottom of them. And they had multiple chambers all over the place scattered around. Japanese beetles in western New York. Well, I sure hope the Japanese beetles don't come here. We never had them yet, but I won't say they won't, I guess. Haven't tried diesel. Yeah, kerosene worked too. Kerosene, diesel, gas. You could pour that on the nests and light it, or you could just pour it on the nest. It seems to kill them. I noticed with fire ants, they'll migrate. Like say the nest is in a wet area, they'll migrate to high ground real quickly, and they move everything. They move the babies and the young and the egg, the food supply, and they move the whole nest just to move something to the higher ground. And when that would happen, you could kill those nests easier because they weren't settled in so good. They're usually a little easier to get to. Take a shovel, knock the top off, take boiling water, and just pour it over top of the thing. And that usually did a pretty good number on especially like I said, the new nests that had moved into dry areas when it was raining. But if they were settled in deep, they were kind of hard to get to sometimes. He don't hear you, man. She's trying to call Dixon. I don't think he's hearing her. Strawberry plants. Well, that's not good. That'll kill the strawberry plants. They can make it too dry. It depends. I guess it depends. But yeah, they might dry the soil out so bad. What's that? Dixon! Sorry, guys. I got to call Dixon in. Dixon!
Johnny, come on.
I don't see him. I don't see him, miss. Yeah. He must be way out there. Excuse me. So, hmm? Yeah, he's saying hi to everybody. Yes, Anna. You can see the piggy right here. He's sitting right looking at you. Ugh. All right, guys, I got a cough in that. A little cough there. What's that? Oh, hey. So you guys, Dix, what was the name of that seed company we bought them seeds from? Yeah, so we found a company online called True Leaf Market. They had a lot of the seeds I was looking for.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Go
Right.
get the oil.
Go Greek on.
And go, Johnny.
They had fava beans and English field peas and holeless oats, holeless barley, spelts, rye. So we pretty much got all the seeds we needed. The only seed I'm looking for still is
Two, actually.
yeah, it's two. For flax, I want to find flax
For linen.
for linen.
And then the upland rice they didn't have.
Yeah, and I want upland rice.
David,
Haven't
no
found
more.
that yet.
Now go.
So everybody out there, keep an eye out for upland rice. I think that is Sunset Lake in the country. Yeah, when I used to live in the Midnight community, you could hear the people calling their cows in at milking time. The different farmers, you could hear everybody calling their cows in. My cow, ever since the Ursula had her babies, she's been playing a game with me every night. Whenever I want to go get her, she's hiding. Really not sure why she does that. Yeah, she hid out. She hid out last night. Couldn't find her. I think she might have taken one of the babies with her. I don't know. I still don't think Dixon heard me. I haven't seen him yet. Probably got to go on the other side of the barn. He's probably down with the bull again. Usually if you want to find Dixon, you look for the bull. Oh boy, somebody's going to find eggs, it sounds like.
Their favorite chore, get the eggs.
Yeah, she's going to get the eggs. Well, my dad uses those traps in Missouri. It's just a pheromone, I think. It draws them in. Or color. I think the yellow color drew them in too. The yellow color on the plastic. Oh, the Japanese beetles are drawn to color yellow.
I think we learned that about housefly. That's why the housefly traps are always yellow. And the paper. David's bringing the pony for oats.
Peter says, these arguments about how many people put the traps in the middle of the gardens. Common sense is lacking, Pete.
Common sense is going extinct.
Not with everybody. Anna!
Did you look behind the door?
They bunch of hoot grill.
You better ride up.
Right now.
You better ride.
It's coming with eggs. Well, he's bringing the pony in. I need to try to get her trained. Just been so busy. I want to work on I need to get the basement finished so I can get ready for food storage in the fall. All right, go get the hood on, please. It's all right. Let's see ya. Sí måste där. Excuse me. Yeah, if anybody happens to find seed for upland rice, let me know. Can't seem to locate any of it. I don't think it's very common. Same time as you, Dave, but it's pitch black here. Maybe there's some allowed to mix. Yeah, our sun it doesn't usually set till pretty late, and we get more sun because it overlaps more up here as it's going in a circle. The sun moves around. We get more of that northern overlap. So our sun actually sets. See, this direction. This is west here. All right, go to the other mom. Okay. This direction is west here, but our sun in the summer sets to the northwest. So we have summer northwest setting sun, and in the winter we have a southwest setting sun. So it's way down in the southwest in the dead of winter. So our sun sets in the west occasionally. When I was in Belize, the sun set more pretty much just in the west, but you'd see it moving. As the days got longer, it would move north, and days got shorter, it moved south. Every place, it would come up with a different place every day. But our days were more likely 13 hours. They were shorter days. I mean, here we have pretty long days in summer. Yeah, it's been pretty it's nice to have long days in the summer. I enjoy it, and the cool weather I like better because it's a lot easier to work in the cool. We've had some really bright nights with the full surge of moon recently. Yeah, the moon's been pretty bright here too. It was I know the cow came in on the full moon, the pony came in on the full moon. So normally, yeah, around the full moon, the animals come into heat. So I think hopefully 11 months from now we're gonna have a baby pony. So we'll see. If everybody wants to come and visit, we got plenty of cats to give away, so keep that in mind. We got cats. If anybody wants cats, you can take up to 10 cats. It'll be okay. Just seems like the cat population keeps growing. Well, at least we don't have any mice and rats. I have not seen a mouse on this farm for almost 3 years. I saw a rat 2 years ago. I saw one squirrel this spring, but since then I haven't seen a rat, squirrel, or a mouse. And they even kill the moles, which I think is interesting. They don't eat them. Cats don't eat the moles, but they'll kill them. It's nice not to have to worry about mice eating everything all the time, though. Mice can do a lot of damage. Eat potatoes, seeds, plants. They eat them off. A lot of times you don't have them. So cats are a nice addition to have to the homestead. This one here is really friendly. Seems to favorite game. My favorite game, chess. I don't really play any games, but I do play chess. Go do it on, please. David. Go do it now. This cat just won't leave me alone. What?
Bug.
Got a worm. No.
Don't.
That thing just ran out. That thing just slipped it away. Well, that worm got away somewhere. We've had some neighborhood cats keeping out the mice and moles, very helpful. I think our cats had to live. We lost 3 dogs in 1 year. No idea what happened. We go through periods where a bunch of our cats will disappear all at once. I mean, there's been times where 3, 4, 5 of them have just disappeared all at once. I don't know. Is it the coyotes getting them? I don't know if it's the coyotes getting them or neighbors maybe picking them up and taking them to animal control, or I don't know. This is hard to say because a lot of times it'll be just all at once. There'll be 4 or 5 missing. And I likely suspect something's eating them. Either coyotes or owls or eagle or something. But being it happens all at once, I sometimes wonder if it's neighbors picking them up. And it's usually the older ones or toms. Tomcats seem to run off all the time. We had a really beautiful white one with blue eyes, and he hasn't come back yet. So I'll take care, Katie, and why can't I remember your name? Oh, my mind gone blank. Sorry to remember your name, but well, it's getting about chore time. Yeah, tonight I've got to try to milk that cow earlier so I can make sure she doesn't hide on me again. I think she's trying to steal one of the baby calves from the we lose cats to Fisher cats and pine martens around here. I've never seen a pine marten in this area. I don't know if they're here or not. We have the only thing I've actually seen the wild animals wise is skunks, which I don't think they'll bother the cats, but they bother the chickens eating eggs. And then we had the biggest thing with bothers our stuff is ravens. And ravens come and they steal eggs out of the chicken house. If you gotta keep an eye on that chicken house. They'll steal a lot of eggs out of it real quick, and then they kill the doves and the pigeons in the barn. Take the baby eggs, like robin nests and stuff. They'll kill the babies. And ravens can really clean your songbirds out. Because I think we had 3 nests I was watching, and a raven come through one day and they were all gone the next day. So ravens can be quite good hunters, it looks like. Well, has anybody got any questions? I'll try to, if they want to talk about. And you guys know if anybody wants to call and talk, this is the day I usually do more talking. So just ask me the phone number and I'll send it to you. So have a good night, Pete. Well, I should probably get ready to do chores. I suppose it wouldn't hurt to start a little early tonight. Seems like lately I've been choring after dark. I've been so busy. We had so much work to do. It's that time of year. We still ain't done yet. We got now the next big thing coming up will be when canning starts. Probably bean canning. And then the red beets and potato digging. What are you chasing chicken for? Why is that chicken not going to bed, David?
I got that.
Fish net.
I got that.
Well, that chicken should go to bed. You'll bring it over to the coop, will you? I got one chicken that seems to be playing around a little bit out here. It's supposed to be going to the coop, and it's going the wrong direction. She's acting broody. Well, you guys all take care. Keep growing your gardens, saving seeds, and raising your animals. Let's stay independent from the system. Let's have a nice night.